79196, is that your understanding?
I had to
I can
pull it
email
up. I
it.
have the little one.
If you want me to read, he just sent it to me.
79196 is in.
That's the one that remains 2 point something acres?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay,
That's the one that stays.
okay, so any discussion on that?
Was it on the telephone, something?
The petition wanted, they didn't have the lesson accept some of the things. And I didn't make notes on this, I thought we were doing both of them, if I'm not mistaken, but, I do have them here though. Yeah, they don't have the lesson accept on it.
Now, on that parcel, isn't that one outside of any town area?
I don't know what that maps to.
That one, I believe, is not even attached to the town, so that's why I thought it was okay.
So it wouldn't need a lesson.
It would need a lesson accept.
Yeah, there's not even a chance.
So when I looked up all of these, hours to do so, this one was not attached to any, parcel in the town. It was just kind of out there.
So that's what is the one they want to be able to have.
They wanna.
Well, the first one I'm showing you is the first one that's,
Yes.
they want to
yes,
take it out, yes.
Okay, any other discussion, do we have a?
Any speakers?
I'm sorry, which Yes. Yeah, all your cards are right there.
Okay, item 1, we have Dale Bryant. Mr. Dale Bryant. Okay, Mr. Chad West. Okay, Patrick Smith.
Pass.
Okay, so any discussion on the Lon Aiken, ETJ petition number 1?
Motion to approve.
Okay, we have a motion to approve by Jackie, seconded by Anderson. All those in favor? And that passes unanimously. Okay, and the other one has been rescinded in our understanding, so we will rescind that and
Yep.
not address that tonight. Number
Do you
2.
wanna follow up with them to see if they're gonna resubmit it, or we need to pay them a refund? We need to follow up with that too.
Ann can do that, or Teresa.
Yeah.
The Secretary Teresa's been handling this, so I'm
Okay.
sure she will.
Let me type a note.
Discuss and consider, number 2, discuss and consider Bishop LLC ETJ petition for release, item number 2.
In their authority, they say that the persons or entities through authorized representatives signing this petition constitute a majority value of holders of the title property. You can't assign persons through, we're using the voter law to verify a person signing a petition. That'd be like saying, I'm assigning somebody to vote for me. You can't do that. I mean, that's the way they wrote the law. I'm not saying it's right.
And I don't wanna disagree with you, but how have other LLCs that Terrell been able to remove when they have a single signature on them?
Well, the attorney will tell you that's at our discretion.
We can approve a blank sheet of paper.
Well, I'm saying that they've done that.
Wouldn't be a good idea.
And they have a city attorney sitting on their.
Oh, yeah, I mean, we have an attorney that says we can't do that. I'm not sure we won't.
I get what you're saying.
Because-
You're not saying we can't, you're just saying.
Yeah,
We
because
don't think it makes sense.
it doesn't meet the law, so,
Because they're entities.
because they are an
And
entity.
that's kind of been our litmus test all through this, is we want to make sure we
Through
all
authorized
honor
representative.
it.
I know, but you can't authorize,
So
I mean, I've talked to the attorney about it. He's the one that told me that it would be like you authorizing your wife to vote for you in an election. You can't do that.
But if they're, okay, and I'm not questioning that, I'm trying to get my head wrapped around it. They're authorizing them to file a petition on behalf of,
To say that they are the majority stakeholder, and he said you can't do that.
Yeah, if you are the company, being 51%, you can do that.
Yeah.
But
But if they're not,
what
they're
if
gonna
it's
sign
split
it
in
in.
force and you're 25%? Let's say somebody's 26 and everybody else is less than that, are they the majority then?
oh no,
No,
not
majority value.
They're not the
51%. I don't know that there's a remedy for it. I didn't ask him what the remedy was. That wasn't pertinent to what I was doing.
Well, so they've submitted this to us multiple times.
No, this is their second
Second,
time.
when the first time, they didn't have a voter ID or a birthday for the person that signed it.
Right.
And that's what the attorney identified as their fault. He didn't tell them their fault.
And this time he put his date of birth.
Yeah, but, and they changed the authority part of the thing to say that they can do this, but the attorney says this is not law.
It's not lawful.
This is,
So we need the last one with somebody's birthday on it would have passed?
no,
No,
because he was still,
it's
he was
not
still a
lawful.
manager.
So, okay.
It's not lawful.
It's not lawful.
So it has to be like a legal representative of the company?
No, it has to be
It has to
owner.
be
The owner?
A
What
51%
if their, what if their
or
power
more.
of attorney, what if they have power of attorney?
The law
Then I would have
says,
to, I would have to ask the attorney if they have that.
I mean, cause if I'm power of attorney over you, I get to make your decision.
Sure,
so.
that's true.
okay,
But-
so
but-
can we move on?
Yeah.
Well, I think
Yeah.
it's pertinent to if
But
this is
they,
a valid
but we
person.
have manager,
Do you get to vote for them then, in power of
This is
attorney?
not a vote, this is a
Yeah,
petition.
well,
This is
but-
signing paperwork
Conduct
over.
legal,
Right.
but we use,
I thought
we
this
use,
was-
Legal.
but we use the voter petition part of it as a verification. That's what the attorney says, so it's. And he would probably, I don't know, you'd have to
okay, so
ask
this
him.
one is signed by manager, it is not owner. So we can, legally, deny this.
Deny it.
None of them know about this.
Are we gonna give them a cure, or are we gonna tell them what's wrong, or
That's not right, no.
It's,
We're just
again, we're not doing this on
Washington.
air, we're doing this based on the
Law.
law. And so if it doesn't meet the law, then.
I don't wanna spend our town dollars asking the attorney what their cure is.
but I think we just had a conversation where we said we established the criteria.
Right.
So I feel like we're obligated to tell them what criteria is. I mean, we
Well,
can't
I think
just
we
say,
are.
try again. The
No,
criteria
no,
is
when
the
I-
law.
When I sent them the first rejection, I did tell them the criteria was that they were, and then Teresa also did say, and
That was when I was out.
Teresa,
We give them a cure,
she
we
did,
tell them.
yeah, I mean,
Well, the cure.
It got rejected because.
Because they don't have an owner signing with majority voting.
right. Okay, so is there a motion?
Motion to deny.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Blake, seconded by White.
No,
to-
sir.
To, deny,
Y'all are already voting, just go ahead. It's like zoning, it's already decided.
okay, Dale Bryant, I think he left. Okay, Dale Bryant, do you wanna speak on this before we take our final vote?
I'll pass.
Okay, Patrick Smith?
Pass.
Okay, all right, so we're in the middle of the vote. We have a motion on the table by Blake, seconded by White, to, reject this, petition, based on a legal,
Because it's not signed by the owner.
it's not signed by a majority owner. All those, in favor of rejecting, and that is, and then
Opposed.
opposed, okay, so it's 4-1, and that passes to reject. Okay, number 3, discuss and consider Chad DeLita ETJ petition for release.
He has the same problem. Although he signed it, and he's listed as owner, he had somebody else sign it, which would lead me to believe that neither one has the majority stake because they have two signatures on it.
He's here, do we wanna let him?
As
Oh,
a,
yeah.
as a courtesy, I did ask for them to maybe give proof of percentage of ownership, because
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know, so as a courtesy, I don't know is,
He's here.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
let's hear from him.
Wait,
Can we
yes,
let him-
yeah, sure.
Expert witness.
Explain.
Chad DeLita, 2450, 10790, 2450. So I was talking to, I believe, Teresa, right? They asked me to bring proof of the documents that kind of walk through how I'm owner of that property on 1565. And I brought that with me, so you want me to hand them to you guys and, or you want me to just?
No, I think
go
you
through
can
it?
explain them. Well, I guess my
I can
question
explain, yeah.
would be, why did you have, Mr. Kraskin sign as,
We're 50/50 on everything.
You're 50/50?
Right, on everything, so
so
there's no.
he is the owner, he's not, I mean, he may be a COO, but he's the owner.
50/50 on everything.
So there was no 51?
So the title is wrong, basically.
No, what do you say?
It says COO,
He is also the COO.
Okay.
but if he put owner on there, then it wouldn't have been, I'm not
You're
sure.
talking about the petition specifically,
Yeah,
right? And
but you have documents saying that he is
of
50% of that.
of everything, yes.
Well, that's good. I mean,
Yep, there we go, that's the owner.
So if both owners sign and they're
Then they would-
50/50,
Right.
then
That's
if you
100%.
feel like that
That's
it meets the
100%.
requirement,
That
then
would be
More than
required.
50.
that's
There you
more
go.
than
Yeah,
50.
that would be the requirement.
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
Oh,
A little
thanks.
more complicated than that, but I'll end it there if y'all are cool with it there.
Don't
Well, all that
don't
paper.
show past the close.
Hey, can
tell us that.
Yeah, can I just see those real quick? Just-
Yeah, so that's what I was kinda getting at, and
Just doing my due diligence to
if we,
check over
if we
it.
get technical, the owner of that property is actually another company. If we get technical, the owner of that company is another holding company. If we get technical, those two go up to the 50-50 trust of myself and my partner, all done by my asset protection attorney, so I didn't have any decision in.
But it's the same two names all the way up.
Same two on every.
You and Ann
All
talk
the way
about it.
up, correct. And the red tabs here is the signature pages for each company, so. speed things up.
Dear God.
Your mother's
These are all
maiden
great
name?
names.
Yep. Your birth certificate? Do you have a birth certificate?
Oh, no, there's a privilege.
Okay.
I'm just looking at the signature page here.
Hey,
just to
Jack,
know, we
check
will
it
do
on the way out.
Sure.
They need your
And that's why I
fingerprint.
should bring it up. So-
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, cause I'm not opposed to your claim.
Probably want my blood for you.
Oh, yeah, a little right. I don't know anything about it. Sounds pretty impressive though.
I think I explained this where it says 50% membership and then 100% membership.
So, life after
I just say we give everything back to the Indians.
Half of that, I'm not half of that.
They all right.
This guy, Anton, is 100% owner of his irrevocable trust, and I'm 100% owner of my irrevocable trust. So, it splits at the very top.
I just wanna go swimming.
Okay, I think that we're good, so thank you for bringing that.
Oh, yeah.
Comments.
All comments.
Number 3. Dale Ryan, did you wanna speak?
Dale Pines, 139 County Road 2464. One thing you'll need to understand about petitions, a petition, they're signing, they're certifying all that information is correct. If you disagree with that information, then it's your job to put forth the evidence. If you have no evidence, he's innocent. This is how it works. You're innocent until proven guilty. Prove him wrong, and then you can question it. Otherwise, you talk to the state attorney that's over this, he says, unless you have specific information, you have to approve it. Now, at some point in the future, you find out that there's some error, then you can rescind it. But otherwise, you have to approve it, based on the fact that he's telling you this is correct and accurate information. Thank you.
All right, Shelley Smith,
Pass.
Patrick Smith.
Pass.
Okay, so
Motion.
we have a motion by Blake, seconded by White, to approve the Chidalita and ETJ petition for release. All those in favor? And that passes unanimously. Okay, number 4, discuss results of survey regarding name changes for the road and new signs being made in town. So, again, this was a citizen request. A little more lighthearted than some of these others we're dealing with. So we only received to date 21 surveys, that's hardly.
I
We
did
got
receive
the-
one earlier.
You did,
I
okay.
got the email.
Okay, you did, okay. Can you share those?
Mine's at the desk.
And did you get?
If you can, I think it's sitting right there on the
Yes.
desk, if you don't mind, thank you.
If they do that, I'm gonna get up.
That's it?
No, that's from last week.
Yeah, just one, thank you.
Okay, oh, just one.
You can't change road names.
Yeah, dancing around, thank you.
Okay, so, that was in opposed, so I would imagine that's 10 that say leave as. There's 6 that said change CR 2249 back to 249/New Line Road. And there were 6 who said change 249 to Poetry Road. So we have 10, 6, and 6, total of 22.
And we had 5 councilmen that said no. Add that to it.
Right.
That's 15.
So,
So we'll talk about it again.
are we gonna talk about it again? Are we done with this one?
I'm done.
We're done, we're done.
Yeah, well, citizen comments.
Dear God.
Actually, citizen comments, they get to speak. Alright, so, number 4, Betty Ballard.
Here I come. Betty Ballard, 18001 FM 986. County Road 249 has always been known as League Line Road. It's not Portrait Road. Portrait Road is 986. Y'all have changed so many things. Portrait will never be the same again. And I'm just asking, I mean, I've lived out here 77 and a half years. And Rita's been here shortly thereafter, and everybody that's lived out here any time knows it as League Line Road. I'm just saying, make it 249/League Line Road, or just put up a sign that says League Line Road. Because you have Portrait Road running into Portrait Road, and that's because the ones in Rockwall named it Portrait Road. And just give us old timers just one thing you're not gonna change. I'm so tired of all the changes. And, was there something else? No.
I don't spend a lot of time on that road. What does the signage on that road say today?
Currently, the first part of it says 249, CR 249, the Coffin portion says 249. And the 2 designates precinct 2. And then when it enters Hunt County, it changes to CR 2458. And that designates the Hunt County, their portion.
So if we change it to a 249 league line, that is a change.
Yeah, that would be a change.
And it affects those people.
But if you just put a sign up that says League
Okay,
Line,
so
that's
actually,
just
so
something.
in order to try and honor our historic legacy citizens, and part of the reason that this is on here is, I was listening to Miss Ballard, and Ann came up with a suggestion I thought was maybe a good alternative. Leave the sign, the official road the same for 911 and all of that, but then underneath it maybe have a little, you know how they have those little historic banner things? And we could say historic League Line Road. And it would just be, an historic sign. It doesn't change the addresses, it just stays
Yeah.
historically known
I'm good with
as
that.
League Line Road, and that way we honor our legacy families, and then, but the addresses don't change, it's just giving like kind of a historic banner kind of thing. And, celebrates the history, and then maybe, the 986 you're saying that is Poetry Road, that's text dot, I don't know if we can do that there, and ask. But,
But it's, when you leave out Terrell, it's got Portrait Road, you
so,
know.
and there might be,
On 986.
Yep.
It don't, sure does.
It's our road, we do whatever we want.
Yeah.
Okay, so I make a motion that we leave it 249, but then right below it, we buy additional signage that indicates that historically it's been known as League Line Road.
Second.
okay, so we do have more citizens to speak. I'm sorry.
We're there, now they know what to talk
All right.
about. Yeah, we made a motion.
Dale Bryant?
Dale Bryant, 11139 County Road 2460. Guys, about a month ago, at least a month ago, I submitted a list of streets in Grande Verde, because that's where I live. And of those, there was about a dozen intersections that did not either have street signs, stop signs, or they had the old Tamango sign, the old street signs up there, as get that fixed. Again, for life safety issues, fire safety, all of those. I just think we're sitting here majoring in minors when we have streets that don't even have stop signs. Let's back off and just do the basics. Let's not get fancy.
Amen.
Okay, Laura Leahy?
I just wanna, Laura Leahy, 2426. If we've decided that we're not gonna, other than I agree with, Ms. Ballard? Yes, Ms. Ballard, about making